What's up, guys? Welcome
What's
to Duly
up?
Noted. Merry Christmas.
Whenever this comes out, it'll probably be the day after, right?
The day after Christmas. So I'm hoping you guys had a very Merry Christmas. You guys hopefully got to spend some time with your family, open up presents, eat a lot of food, be fat, be merry, all that good stuff.
Eat fat.
Eat fat, be merry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But it's, I don't know about you, Nick, but for me, this is like the absolute busiest time of year, and it's like super insane for me. So
Yeah, well, okay, so I can't. Well, look, I know I'm a pretty busy guy, right? But
he woke up at noon today, like just nonchalant.
I didn't wake up at noon. I texted you at noon. For all you know, I could have gone back to bed. And then I was
Possibly, yeah.
So I mean, I can't really say much because I don't have school. I'm done. It's great. I'm not complaining, but I still somehow people still happen to find the gaps of where I'm not doing anything, just like to fill it up with random stuff, and which whatever. But
See, for me,
I definitely would like to just stay at home for like the
Not
next
do
2
anything,
yeah, for
yeah.
the next 2 weeks, which I technically have been doing that. Last week and the week before, I was like, Terraria is a pretty fun game. I started playing it again, and I've been playing it like nonstop.
and that's what your life has consisted of. Like,
Yeah,
since you're not doing
and I'm
school
not going
then.
to say how many hours I put in the last week because I'd be a little embarrassed.
So it's a lot then.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Okay.
But before we go any further, so the past 2 weeks we've been talking about games, and every time I forgot to mention this one because it means a lot to me. So there's an independent indie game coming out in a little bit that I've been following for like the past 4 years or so, past few years. I don't know how long it's been. It's called Pizza Tower. If you play games on your PC, I need to show you. It's not as bad as it looks, as it sounds.
Its title is
Pizza Tower. I know.
very lacking. I'll be honest. It sounds.
It is. I'll have to show you after, but check it out. Like I said, I've been following it for a while now. It's, if you play games on computer, go check it out. Support it because I want this game to really pop off.
If this game is not, if it does not meet my expectations,
Oh, it's going to.
I'm going to.
It's well. Here's the thing.
I wouldn't say I'm going to be very disappointed in you because
It's for okay. So here's the thing. I only recommend the best things.
I looked into Persona 5.
What?
Yeah, it didn't look that good.
Well,
It didn't look like my type of game. Let me just say that.
your opinion
Yeah.
is valid but unreasonable.
It is objectively not the best game out there.
I cannot believe you.
I know.
You haven't
Fighting back with him now.
You haven't played it, so you can't. Okay.
I haven't played it yet, but I did look into it. So I went and looked on the online store, checked it out, watched some gameplays, watched some stuff.
It's not the same,
It didn't look like my kind of game. So, but anyway,
bro. Never mind. I guess I've lost.
I mean, I'm willing to give it a try.
No,
but
you're not.
I mean, I am. I'm willing to try everything. I mean, I like people. I'm pretty open to doing stuff. So even like if it looks like it's not my thing, I'll give it the good old college try. Play it a little bit. But we'll see how it goes. So I don't know.
Yeah. I cannot believe what I am hearing.
I mean, for me,
Nah.
okay. So we have been playing the new Switch Sports. Which it's like all the Wii Sports games like revamped. Those are don't dog on those. Those are
Well, the thing. Okay, so I'm very opinionated on the new Switch Sports.
Have you played them?
A little bit.
It's literally just like the Wii Sports but better.
I thought Wii Sports was peak.
I thought it was great. I mean, it's basically that, except they give you better options now.
Probably. I've only played like 30 minutes of it, so I can't say for can't say anything.
It's literally just like Wii Sports. It's just a little better.
It. I don't know. It just looks weird. I like the original. I liked Wii Sports. I liked Wii Sports Resort. It was fun. They're fun. Wii Motion Plus gang.
Had to get the little adapter for your controllers, all that good stuff.
You were just out of luck.
Yeah, so as we're recording this episode, we're actually recording it a day or two before Christmas. Yeah. So when you guys hear this, it'll be the day after Christmas. So my family, we went and we all opened up a singular present early, and Wii Sports was, or excuse me, Switch Sports was one of them, so that the kids opened up. So we kind of played that collectively as a family, and it was pretty fun. So
yeah,
but yeah,
okay.
But to go back onto
it's Persona 5 defamation.
Well, not Persona 5, but we've been playing a little bit of games and stuff like that. It's this week. I don't have a ton of time through Christmas week. I'm really looking forward to this coming week though, because that's my dead week finally. So this is the chaotic week where I'm trying to get everything done. So this past week I've had 2 performances, 2 rehearsals, 3 Christmas party excursions. I had a youth event. It's been a crazy busy last week. So I look forward to the week after Christmas the most, because that's when it's like really Christmas for me. Like I get to like just chill for a little bit. So we get to do that starting Sunday, Christmas Day, at 11 a.m. after the Christmas service. So that'll be my official, like, okay, wind down for a little bit. So
yeah, I can't, like I said, I don't really do anything except for, the main things.
School, video games, guitar.
It's a very busy life. It keeps you occupied. Sometimes you got to wake up early at 11. Sometimes you got to wake up
like today. So it's funny, Nick. Before we were going to record yesterday, but there was some things that I have some life events possibly happening, but I can talk later about that. But we weren't able to record yesterday, so I was like, okay, what time can we record today? I said, should we shoot for 10:30? And he said, let's plan for 11. And then, I message him at 10:30, and I said, wakey, wakey, sleepyhead. And I get a message at 11 saying, just woke up. Or I'm awake. That's what it said. Yeah, it said awake. I've awoken.
Yeah. That's it. I was going to say something else, but I don't know. Well, yeah. Anyway.
But, I just...
Well, it's better than yesterday because I woke up at like 11:30. And then
without your school, man, you're just like enjoying life. Like this is what Nick would be like without supervision.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Lots and lots of sleep.
Which is funny. Well, I haven't slept very well the past week or so. I've been I'll be like, I'm going to go to bed early tonight. It's 11:30. Okay, sweet. Then I'll literally just be lying in bed trying to go to sleep, and it's like 3 a.m. And I'm like, shoot, well, that went out the window. I could have just done other things and then gone to bed at 3. Oh,
see, I legitimately suffer from insomnia. Mm-hmm. And so I have to take sleeping pills every night when I go to bed, or my body just doesn't shut down. And even sometimes the sleeping pills don't work. It's not enough. So there are times where I will go upstairs and I just can't sleep. So I'll hop on my phone, and I'll be on my phone, and next thing I know, it's 3 a.m. Well, I'm watching TikTok videos or whatever, and
mm-hmm.
my wife's laying down next to me, so I'm like, well, I don't want to be rude, so I'll just get up and start doing stuff around the house at 3 a.m., 5 a.m. just because I can't sleep.
So here's the thing: I could get up earlier.
Well, you could.
But here's the thing: I can wake up at 8:30, and in fact, I did wake up at 8:30 this morning. But the thing is
your bed's comfy.
Yeah,
it's warm. You can go back to bed and forget the world, forget the struggles.
Well, I do wake up, and I'll scroll on Instagram. I really like Instagram.
I'm catching that a little bit.
It's really fun. Before this episode started, I was shown Tom some of my favorite Instagrams right now, and
it's something. I'm not saying it's good. I'm not saying it's bad, but
there's
it's a thing.
To get in the Christmas spirit. There's I'm sure some of you have seen. There's this guy that sings Christmas songs on his Instagram, and it's very wholesome. He looks like an angel.
Wholesome.
He just it's hard to describe, but he's just like sitting in front of the camera.
It's not the word I would have used, but
well, compared to all the other things you might see.
I guess that's true. That's true.
It's very it's very open. I don't know what to say. I love it.
And see, the thing is, I think he's legitimately trying to put himself out there, and I don't want to like, tell someone like they're bad, or you're like, because everyone's doing their own musical journey and making their own progress. It wasn't very good in my opinion. Like but he the guy like overdubs and throws just a ton of reverb on there, so it's like, so it makes it sound better. But better is not good.
Tom's complaining about a guy with a very strong language barrier singing Christmas songs. I think you're a little too particular.
I know I am. What do you know, like where he's from, what country he's from?
No idea.
He definitely does have a very strong like foreign dialect. Like you can tell there's an inflection in his voice.
It makes it better.
And so what was the one song that you were showing me?
Oh,
I don't even know. But you could tell he was, the way he was speaking his consonants and stuff. He definitely had an accent, so it was harder to understand. So, well, I guess I should say kudos to him though.
But it's
entertaining to say the least.
Yeah. He's just staring at the camera. It's like this filter, like snow filter, and it's so heavily edited. He looks fake. It's really funny.
It did. Like it's very like. It's like one of those things where like the girls back in the 2010s where they would put the big filter and they're like #no filter, all natural, and like they clearly had a filter on. So it was like one of those things like, okay, wait, stop, we know. Yeah.
But it's captivating.
Yeah, it was by far. It was
magical.
It was entertaining, to say the least. To say it's bad, I shouldn't say it's bad. It's entertaining.
But this single-handedly, this guy keeps me in the Christmas spirit. So, well, let's move on. When we can start.
Sure. So we're in the week of, like, it's Christmas for you guys listening. It was yesterday, or maybe you guys might be listening to the podcast later on in the week. But I really wanted to make this episode Christmas themed, oriented. So
we've been planning this since we brought it up in episode 2 or 3.
Yeah, we're gonna get a special Christmas episode. So which that last episode I labeled an almost Christmas episode. So,
I didn't notice.
So now this will be the definitive Christmas episode, and which it's kind of cool because this is episode 10 technically.
Episode 10.
So technically, and I was telling Nick, it kind of ends up happening at a perfect moment because I got an email when they saying when you hit 10 episodes, they said congratulations, that's longer than a lot of people are able to keep doing it, and they said that's usually a full season's worth of episodes. So we'll kick off the new year with like a new season technically, which will be weird. So this is our first time putting our feet in the water, getting our toes with.
Now we're
bit, so.
submerged.
We're a little submerged. I would say we're not like fully submerged, but we're waist level.
Where's the point where the cool water makes it uncomfortable?
Yeah. Oh, it's way too cold right now. He mentioned cold, and now I'm sad again. At the point of this episode, it is, and actually it's way warmer today than it was yesterday. It is 1 degree right now. Yesterday it was 1 degree. Yesterday it was -7.
Yeah.
-7. It was disgusting, bitterly cold. For those of you people that say they prefer winter over summer, you're wrong. No one wants this -20 degree weather. That's some stupid.
The thing is, I don't feel like there's Missouri's fine for whatever. Winter's okay. Because it definitely gets worse in other places.
It does. Well, but the one thing I don't like about, and it's super funny because like people that come here, like foreigners or people from other states, they're like, "What's the weather like?" And I said,
"It changes."
Yeah, I was like, so within the span of a day, be prepared to wear shorts and a heavy winter jacket.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I like it because I can support my my hoodie collection
Yeah.
in midsummer.
Nick came up to my door today in like -degree weather with just this on. It's just a hoodie.
It's warm enough. It's
warm. It's a full degree outside. I told him, I said, Nick, wear a coat. I'm like being his mom here. I was like, be better. Make good choices.
These are it's what I like.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
what I like.
I saw a picture, and so for those of you that don't know, I'm a youth and worship pastor. So I guess I try to keep things G-rated for the sake of that.
Yeah, I try.
I try. But I saw a meme the other day, and it was like middle schoolers during below 20-degree weather, and it was literally this kid wearing shorts and flip-flops.
And you think it's fake, but
It's real.
I was in high school like a few years ago. It's true.
Yeah.
There's the skinniest, non-fat and non-insulated people wearing. If you think this is bad,
Oh no, I've seen it. My brother's a bigger guy, but my brother, he was notorious. I don't know if Charlie, I don't know if you still do this or not, but he would wear flip-flops and gym shorts all winter. Like that was just his thing, and it's just too cold for me. I not to say that I hate winter. I love winter. I hate the cold. I hate the cold. I would much rather be doing stuff during the summer, staying warm, but it's just, I don't know. It's too much for me.
It's whatever. It just gets bad because my last band started gigging when it got cold.
Oh,
and so
well,
we were bringing all of our stuff in and out of places and freezing our hands off. And oh man, it was
well, and that's I mean, that is one of the toughest things as a musician, to play live outdoors when it's cold. It is the absolute worst because your hands just don't work. There's no blood circulation, so if you want to play something, good luck.
My most recent band, we played at a festival. I might have talked about this, and it wasn't freezing, but it was cold enough that it was uncomfortable, and I was on stage shivering, man. It was rough, and I could hardly play.
Was that the Pumpkin Fest? Yeah.
Yeah, Tom was there for that.
Got to support the local musicians.
Support local musicians.
Which I try to. Which you'll get more opportunities to support actual local music when you turn 21. But I try to support them as much as I can.
Because right now my scope is very, very minimal.
Yeah.
I know of like 2 bands, and one of those was mine. So I'm holding out hope that it gets a little more interesting.
You will, yeah. Because I went and played a Christmas variety showcase this past week.
Mm-hmm.
So I went and played with like several local bands and musicians. So I saw an Elvis act, which was very surprising. And I'm not a big Elvis fan, like, I'll be honest. It was great. I was pleasantly surprised. The dude went full on out. Like,
you got it.
He had the suede jacket, he had the sideburns, the wig,
cool.
like, and he did the gestures, the voice, the mannerisms. He did it. It was great. And he did like all of the Christmas songs. I'll have a blue Christmas without you, or whatever, in the Elvis voice. But he did great. So kudos to that guy, and to
it takes a specific person to do that.
I mean, well, the crowd loved it, and I've seen several like Elvis impersonators, and like if you're not into it, like, the audience knows, so it gets kind of boring. So anyway, but they did great. It was a great showcase. Lots of great local musicians. So, but anyway, tell you what, let's move on and segue into our first topic of the video.
Yeah, Tom's got a list over here.
I have a list just because
things.
it's Christmas oriented. I wanted to just go down memory lane and talk about some of our favorite and not favorite things about Christmas time. So, kick it off with something very, in my opinion, one of the easiest going topics in the world. What is your favorite Christmas time movie? Like, what do you think is one of the best movies that you love to watch every year? I've got a couple.
Die Hard.
Die Hard. And see, so many people, they say that that's not a Christmas movie.
Well, I mostly do it just for like the joke.
Just for the meme.
but it is. I do like it. I was actually thinking about this earlier. I don't like many Christmas movies because, I mean, it's all. I don't know. It's all kind of wishy-washy. I get a bad vibe mostly because my mom watches Hallmark movies.
Oh, so,
and,
okay. So
and those give them a bad rap.
The Hallmark movies. I've got to say something about this because I saw a meme, and it was like trying to watch the Hallmark Channel finding inspiration, and it was like showing every Christmas Hallmark movie they had ever made, and every single cover. I've got it on my phone. I'll show you afterwards.
You need to.
Every single cover, and we're talking 40, 50 movies. Had this, it was the same color palette. The guy had a green shirt on, the girl had a red shirt on, and they were standing together in the same pose. Like we're talking like 40 Hallmark movies with all the identical same title.
That's funny,
dude. I mean, like you Hallmark, man, mix it up, dude. Like,
which my mom is like, it's hard. It's for your heart. I'm like, yeah, well, so is a lot of things, but. These,
yeah, I'm not a big fan of Hallmark movies.
Yeah, I dog on them so much.
My family loves them. They're just, I mean, they're supposed to be warm, feel good movies, but I don't count those as like Christmas movies. So like, they're Hallmark movies.
I try, and the only time I see them is when my mom. I have watched a couple because my mom watches them. Like, so when I was like 13, it was like the family get together, we're gonna watch some Hallmark movies. Yeah, did not like those. But every now and then, because I mostly stay in my room because don't bother me. I'm trying to play guitar. Get out of my room. I'm playing Minecraft. Okay. And I'll step out of my my cave for a little bit, and my mom will have Hallmark movies, and there was one recently, and it was just like, I forget what the conflict was, but it's just like so out of left field that it's I don't even know how to describe.
Rich businessman comes back to his hometown and comes.
It's not even that, but it's like, but that's how the plot goes. It's
like every single one of them is the same. Like,
yeah,
you see one, and the formula is very predictable. Like,
yeah,
it's all the same thing. But like, I don't count this as movies. So like, one of my favorite movies is Jim Carrey's The Grinch.
That's a good one.
Like that, I think that is one of the best movies out there. Just because Jim Carrey's character is just amazing. Like,
I gotta think of. I don't know. I never really watched a ton of Christmas movies. Can you name me a couple?
Oh, I mean, oh man, there's so many.
I know there's a lot.
Like,
but
what do you? I mean, like staple movies. Okay,
Yeah,
so you
just
have
go.
A Christmas Story.
Yeah, I know that one.
You have A Christmas Carol. So you've got like Muppets Christmas Carol.
Did you ever see the Disney one, A Christmas Carol? Because you have the old one, and then you have the.
I have not seen the new one.
It's interesting.
I've seen the old, like the Muppets one. I thought, I need to watch the new one, but so far the Muppets one was my favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
so,
nice.
but
That's a good one.
I mean, there's so many like different things out there. Frosty the Snowman. You have the old claymation films.
I think
you've got
those are
Charlie
weird.
Brown Christmas.
I was about to say Charlie Brown Christmas is probably my favorite one, mostly because of the memories. But those, like the Rudolph, those were just weird.
That's one of the second tops on my list.
Really?
Like the one with like Mr. Heat Miser, Mr. Snow.
Yeah, that one.
I'm Mr. Heat Miser. I'm Mr. Sun. I'm Mr. Da da da. I'm Mr. 101.
I like the I like the parodies I see on Instagram of those.
Oh, I haven't seen any of those, so you'll have to show me some of those.
My God.
Those were popular movies whenever I was growing up. So like I have them all on DVD now because I loved them so much as a kid.
Those were just I hated it. The 3D modeling was just so uncanny to me.
It wasn't 3D modeling; it was claymation.
Yeah. Well, okay, different types of 3D modeling. But,
I mean, yeah. Well, yeah. I guess, yeah.
But it was like so strange, and I like
that's all they had. That was like the precursor to how they do it now. So I mean,
Yeah.
like for you to get Nightmare Before Christmas, you had to have Rudolph.
That's true.
That claymation. So like for you to get to the big successes, you kind of had to have these
Oh.
wonky looking ones.
I forgot about. Would you count Nightmare Before Christmas as a Christmas movie?
That is a Christmas movie, bro. It's a Halloween and Christmas movie.
Yeah, you could
It's both.
mark it as both. I'd probably say Charlie Brown Christmas. That's a good one. I like that one.
Charlie Brown, that's a good one. Had you ever seen the original Christmas Story? One where Ralphie with the
Oh yeah, because there's a new one. Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of.
yes.
I
watched the new one.
What'd you think?
It was I thought it was better than the first one. It continued the story and it really pulled on the heartstrings.
I just remembered Christmas Vacation.
Oh, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
That's one of my
that
favorites.
one, oh my gosh, my father-in-law loves that movie. They watch it at least probably 5 to 10 times a year.
I watched that
Like,
one.
Oh,
I watched that one with my dad.
that one's got to be
fun
up there. Oh, Elf. Elf is solid.
It's all right.
What? the way like I mean, it said Elf. I said Elf is solid. Just the look in his eyes, like you're stupid.
It's I don't know. Maybe I watched it because the first time I watched it I was 17.
Oh yeah.
So maybe it's you got to
The
be
scope's a little different. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not a fair.
It's not my favorite, but I mean people love that, and it's got a ton of quotes and stuff on it. So.
I don't know. Just like watching it, it's just uncomfortable. Like for me, obviously it does what it needs to do, but it's I don't know. I never got like why it was so like popular. But that's just me.
I think it was Will Ferrell like portraying that character to play Buddy the elf. I think he kind of set it up and just did it really well.
Yeah, but anyway, those are my favorite. I never really watched too many Christmas movies. I don't watch too many movies in general. Which next episode
we're gonna change that.
Yeah, because I have a lot to say. I won't spoil it. So
yeah, we've got some other stuff to talk about in that
Yeah.
episode. But so yeah, my top two. They have to be Jim Carrey's How the Grinch Stole Christmas,
That's a good one.
and mine. For nostalgia, for my childhood memories, it was the claymation version of Rudolph, How Rudolph Saves Christmas, and I also like the Baby New Year one, but there's the same vein, same scope, same vein of movies.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so moving on, we talked about movies. Okay, what is your absolute favorite Christmas song?
Ew, I don't have any. I hate them all.
There are tons of them that are good, but let's
yeah, that's a bad question.
Here,
to
let's
ask me.
do the reverse then. What is your least favorite Christmas song? I know immediately which one.
What's the Mariah Carey one?
All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Yeah, that one gives me hemorrhoids.
That one, ironically, is my least favorite as well, just because it's so overplayed. Thanksgiving Day, they play it.
It's just like it is like the culmination of like corporate Christmas and everything I hate about like modern day kind of like the mentality of it, which I'm not, whatever, but
I mean, not to. At one point, it was a popular song, and I didn't hate it.
Yeah.
But after hearing the same song for over a decade, played a million times every Christmas season, it makes me not like the song. Like if I didn't have to hear it ever again, I would be okay with that.
That's an easy shoe-in for least favorite. So I'm gonna try to think of a second one because
Well, and so I had a Christmas party that I went to, and this was actually, we went around the room and we answered questions like, what is your favorite song? What's your least favorite song? And I said, man, I got to tell you, this is my least favorite song. And immediately there was another lady there, and she was super offended. She goes, that's my favorite song.
Well, let me tell you.
And I was like, man, I just, it's overplayed. I can't do it.
Well, there's a thing about overplayed and bad music because it's not a terrible song. In fact,
it's not bad. It's just overdone. You hear it. I've heard it at least 10 times just this week.
And I forgot what I was watching, but whenever I walk in on whenever my mom's watching on in the living room,
The Hallmark Channel.
But sometimes she'll have like the main like channel 2 or like whatever, the ABC, the people that, all Christians, they don't like the Jewish people. Okay. That's what I get from it.
That's an interesting take for sure.
Well, it's like Disney owned, and you know about that, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, I know about.
It's very like shoving Christmas down your throat. It's all about, whatever.
Well, I mean, there's a history with Walt Disney and stuff like that. So
yeah, but I don't know what it was, but it was just like they're people like, they're doing a whole show or whatever, just like Christmas songs, but like poppy and whatever, and like people dancing, got background dancers. I was like, wow, this sucks. And I'm like, not even as like not even as like a cynicist, 20-year-old, because but like just because hate it to hate it. It just like, stuff like that just seems like so empty, I don't know. It just like,
well, and I think that's one of the downsides from corporate America.
Yeah.
You get the people that are, because corporations, they try to make their money. So
yeah, of course,
this
and
is
I
the
get
time
that.
that they're trying to sell their product. They're trying to make money. So
But
as much as it's originally I take it as a season of giving and try to celebrate specific things, but people do make it other things. So
yeah, I don't know. There's just something weird about, a main like $1 million channel. Just like, I don't know. I won't get into it. I just don't. I just think it's weird. I really do. It's like,
so
even like mainstream artists doing that stuff, it just bothers me. So
yeah. So what do you have, like a favorite like Christmas memory then, or?
Well, I was about to get into that because
Okay.
a lot of my Christmas memories don't actually involve Christmas.
Okay, really?
Whenever I think about Christmas, I always remember, well, 2012 to 2013. That was peak, because I don't think the circumstances could have been any more perfect for, anything. So 2012 or 2011, I don't remember when I got it. I got my first Xbox.
Okay.
And that was great. Anyway, fast forward the year to 2012. Actually, I'm thinking I'm a year off. So 2012, I got my Xbox. 2013, fast forward, I got Call of Duty Black Ops 2. That was my whole winter, 2013. I grinded that game so much. I played the campaign. I played the zombies. I played the multiplayer. I think I remember to show you how much I played this, because the thing is like, you can't really do anything. So like, and if it was too cold or whatever, you shovel the sidewalk, and like none of my friends like lived near me, so it was all like everybody had Xboxes. Get on Black Ops 2. We're gonna play for like 12 hours.
That's a lot.
Well, which is, it seems like a lot, but like it's so like it's structured so perfectly to keep you in the game, because if you get tired of the multiplayer, you can play the zombies. You get tired of zombies, you go back.
See, everyone that I ever played Call of Duty with, it was we only did zombies. Like that's pretty much all we did.
Well, I am a zombies veteran. Come at me.
He's got his medals here. His medals of valor, and
I gotta. We'd grind the zombies, and it was, I don't know, it was just perfect, because like, during winter break, that's what we did. We were on zombies, and it's like, I don't know, just like the feeling of just like being snowed in, and you're just on playing games with your friends. I don't know, it's very I don't know what to describe it as, but we to put it into perspective of how much I played Black Ops 2. I got my money's worth out of that game. So there's roughly over 700 hours in a month. Um,
I'm intrigued to see where this goes.
I remember because my mom had like parental controls, so she could see how much I played, and over 3 months, I forget what the time period was. Over like a certain period of time, I put in like 780 hours into Black Ops 2.
That is so much time.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And I wish I could say I was
And
good at the
I mean, you were like you would have been a teenager, so you.
I was 12, 13.
Yeah. So you're a youngin.
Yeah.
So basically, you'd get done with school and just play Black Ops.
Yeah, I mean that's what everybody did.
Wow. That is so much.
To be honest, I probably out of all my friends put the least amount of hours into that game.
What? See, I'm gonna say something that's probably gonna upset you.
Probably.
I hate Call of Duty.
That doesn't upset me. It sucks now.
Yeah, it's
Black Ops 2
Yeah.
was the end of an era.
You didn't like Black Ops 3?
I like the zombies, and I actually still play the zombies like on my computer because it was honestly it had the best zombies maps.
They honestly, I only ever played Call of Duty 4 Zombies, and the only reason I ever played it was because my friends wanted to play it.
Yeah,
and that was the only reason. I personally did not enjoy the game.
We'll
at
have
all.
to play some zombies. I can hard carry you through.
That's good because I haven't played in like several.
It's fun.
years.
I love it. I wish I could say I've gone to around 100, but I haven't. Mostly because I cap out at like 67 because it takes like 3 hours to get there.
Yeah, well, and I mean, some of my friends, they are like uber hardcore.
Yeah.
And like they strategically plan everything for the rounds. So.
Oh well, I do that too because I do like what's called the Easter eggs, and basically it's like sort of the zombie story is wacky, dude. I could spend a whole episode talking about how just insane the story is, and it's just based off of like the things you do in the game. Like it's wacky, dude. It is goofy. It gets really weird.
See, I didn't. That just wasn't one of my games that I played. I mean,
I
like
loved it.
as a college student, I was super into like Gears of War. That was a big game that we played then. The first Borderlands when that came out, that was one of the big games that we played. We obviously played Smash Bros. Brawl. That was the big,
Yeah.
or was it Melee?
Might have been Melee.
Melee was 64
No, I
or
think
GameCube. What one was for the Wii? That was Brawl.
I can't
Yeah,
remember.
I think that was Brawl. But that was like the big thing that we did in college. Like we'd all have like tournaments and stuff like that. Or
That sounds cool.
Halo 2.
Oh, okay.
Halo 2 or Halo 3. Those were because that was right around the time of like ODST, all of that time span. So we played a lot of Halo. We played a lot of Borderlands, Smash. But it was.
Yeah, so those are my favorite memories of just like.
Oh, we were talking about Christmas. That's right.
Yeah. So yeah, to bring it back in, those are my favorite memories of like just with my friends, we're playing the games.
And see, for my Christmas, well, and it's now shifted as an adult, but growing up, I have some very core, like specific memories of Christmas. I remember when I was very little. My mom probably doesn't even know that I remember this, but it was right after my dad passed away. And so my mom is living the single life. She's doing Christmas by herself. And I remember my grandparents coming and helping with Christmas and doing gifts and stuff like that. And it was a Christmas like centered around family. And so that was probably one of the most wholesome Christmases that I remember, because I remember my mom and my grandparents there, and it's me and my brother Charlie. And I remember getting up Christmas morning and watching the OG Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I remember like being in my little pajamas and stuff like that. So
the Tom onesie.
Yeah, the Tom onesie. But I mean, that was one of them. And then I fast forward to where I was a teenager. Another core memory was me getting my first electric guitar. That was.
Is that the best gift you ever got?
No. But it was
okay.
It was probably one of the most important gifts I ever got. Yeah. I wouldn't say it's the best gift I ever got, but it's because gifts, they can vary on like importance on like who's giving them, how sentimental it is, what like stuff like that. So for me, that one, it was a very big gift for me. Like I played the heck out of that guitar. That's what I went to school with, and made rock bands with. So I was really sad. I sold it in college because I needed money. So
it happens.
Yeah. So hold on to your first guitar because you wish you didn't sell it. So
no, I sold mine.
Yeah, I wish I'd kept. I wish I had kept it just for nostalgia to put on a wall.
For
or
me,
something,
it's more like just practical use. If I'm gonna, why keep something that I'm not gonna use? Which, okay, there's some things I do regret selling, but I don't know. I just haven't regretted it yet because I mean it's just either way I'm gonna make music, so no matter what.
Yeah.
But no, I get what you're saying. Like,
so what was your best Christmas gift that you ever got?
I gotta remember because past few years I really haven't asked for much. I mean, after I turned like 15, Christmas was like, here's a few things, and then that was basically, now I'm buying presents for everybody. But there are a couple notable mentions, like my first Xbox.
Okay.
I say my first, but it was the only Xbox I ever had. So, that was a good one. I got my mileage out of that one. That was fun. These are all game related. My 3DS was a Christmas present.
I remember there was a specific Christmas I got. Everything I got was Legend of Zelda or Star Wars related.
Nice.
And it was amazing because I had gotten for this specific Christmas, I got a Wii Mini, which I don't know if you ever saw a Wii Mini.
Those are interesting. They came out like the last year of the
Wii. Yeah. And so it's really weird because they don't have the disc drive where it takes it in. It's a top load disc drive. So I don't know if mine was red and black. I don't know if they had different colors or if they were all the same.
I think they were only red and black.
They were cool. I mean, they were small. Yeah, really small.
Just like an affordable Wii.
Yeah, it was a more affordable Wii. Didn't have to spend $200 or whatever it was. So, but I remember I got like Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword.
Nice.
And I remember getting that game, and I got really frustrated because did you ever play that game?
No, that's one of the I've only played a couple of Zeldas. I've played Link Between Worlds, Ocarina of Time, and
have you played Breath of the Wild?
I haven't beat it yet.
Say Breath of the Wild is one of the best ones, man.
Well, currently I'm like 25% of the way through the game, and that's been that way for like the past 7 months because I never get around to playing it. And once I'm like, okay, I'm gonna finish it, I'm gonna get to the next area.
Oh my gosh!
I never do.
You should just watch some of the guys like speed run that.
I have seen
insane.
The momentum stuff you can do in that game is wacky.
Like that's one of where they have the Bokoko goblins. They do a shield, whatever trick or whatever, to where you bounce off of them and it sends you flying. So I don't know. I've watched the speed runs and I'm like, God. I don't know how
they're crazy.
Yeah, I could do a speed run on probably the 8-bit Legend of Zelda and or Ocarina of Time, because I don't know if you know this, but Ocarina of Time, there's a glitch within the first boss.
Oh, is that the one with the stick?
It's where you jump backwards and it glitches you to the end scene.
Oh, well, I only know about the one where it's like you grab like a Deku stick and you use that to kill the final boss.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the same thing?
Sorta. So you use a Deku stick, but what happens is you basically just do a speed run and go straight for the first boss, which is the spider. But there's a trick to where whenever you beat the boss, instead of going through the door, you backflip to a certain spot, and it takes you all the way to the end of the game where like the fireballs are falling and you're trying to escape the castle. So you skip like the entire game. So all you have to do is fight Ganondorf at the end. So
yeah, I think
Yeah, so you can speed run the 64 Ocarina of Time in like 20 minutes.
My favorite ones to watch are the Super Mario 64 speedruns. Those are really funny to watch.
I haven't watched those.
Well,
because they do the backwards and like, whoa!
It is possible to beat that game with, I think, only 1 star.
Yeah, because you can glitch up the stairs.
Yeah, it's insane. And I think the reason you have to get 1 star, I forget why. I don't know. But anyway, so favorite Christmas presents, they're all game related because those are the ones I spent the most time with. I mean, I always ask for Legos and stuff like that, which sometimes still to ask for. But I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I mean, when I got my 3DS, I played that. Super Mario 3D Land, I played that multiple times, and on Christmas Day, that was great. What else? I think those are the main 2. I don't really remember.
So
Do you have a least favorite gift you ever got?
least favorite. There's some just odd ones that I don't want to like.
Yeah.
I don't want to like, anyone that listening be like, your gift sucked. But there were some that I didn't. I was like, you shouldn't have. Like,
so I'm gonna lead this in. So my friends and I are doing we do a gift exchange every year, and
Friendmas.
Yes, and I went all out this year. I did.
Oh, okay.
Last year I got each person like one like $30-$20 gift. This year I probably spent like 50 to 80 on everybody.
Oh, dang. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you went out.
Yeah, so I'm like, it's like whatever, except 2 friends. They got the short end of the stick this year. So one of them, my wrapping's not very bad, and you'll see that when you start opening that. But I kind of played into it this year. So I got one of my friends, just like a stuffed Pikachu, but I put him in a bag, but I wrapped the head with wrapping paper, just like the rest is open. So I got him a Pikachu, which was like, I don't know, like $15. So that's not the weakest one. So what we recently had a new addition to our friend group.
Okay.
Which is funny because he joined right as we were like giving gifts. So I'm like, you know what? You got to earn your presents. And so this year I got him, the first thing was I got him like a $3 like tiny like Among Us figure.
That's pretty sus, bro.
Well, that's why. So I put it in like the worst box I could find, and I found like a torn up Amazon box, and I wrote on it, "This box is a little sus." Just to show you how much I did not care about this present. The second thing, I got him a Live, Laugh, and Love calendar.
What is he, a middle-aged white woman?
So some of them, they're like actually terrible. Like it's great. The third thing, I got him a Squishmallow.
Oh yeah.
I got him a Squishmallow. Yeah, I didn't spend more than $15 on that.
Hey man. My girls love Squishmallows, so I'm sure your friend will appreciate it.
If you're like thinking, oh, what's the best gift I could get like a 19-year-old guy? Squishmallows.
That's definitely what they wanted.
Squishmallows.
Yeah. I mean, well,
then I just put some random stuff in the box as well. Like I think I put like a copy of Connectimals for the Xbox 360 in there. What else? Oh, I don't know. That's one of them. I was gonna put like my PlayStation 2 copy of God of War 2 and be like, I got you the God of War. And whatever, but
on a console he probably can't even play it on or something. Oh, that would be poetic. Like, yeah, I heard you wanted to play the God of War game. Like, here's like PS2 God of War.
I'm expecting to be like, wow, this really sucks. I'm gonna be like, you don't like my gift that I got you? So that's gonna be funny.
That I very intentionally spent my hard-earned time and money on.
Yeah. So this year is an easy shoe-in for everybody was Walking Dead. Since the guys all started watching The Walking Dead together. Okay. And the store, one guy just brought in a whole bunch of like Walking Dead figures. And so I was like, okay, I'll just get these. So for a couple of my friends, and the coolest one, it was like the bat. It was like a replica bat of the guy with like the barbed wire on it. It's pretty iconic. But and then just like a bunch of figures for everybody. I was like, yes, I won. I won Christmas this year.
So oh man, I can't even. I wish I could show you. I mean, I can show you, but I wish I could show the audience some of the things that we do. So, whenever I worked for the local music store, we would have an end of the year Christmas party, and we had a girl that used to work there. She no longer works there. Yeah. She doesn't work there anymore because she.
I know which one.
She got fired for
Things.
bad things, but she used to do like all these like quirky gifts and stuff. So whenever she got fired, I was like, well, Christmas is going to suck if no one picks up the mantle. So I was like, you know what? This person sucks. We hate this person, but like, I'm going to do it bigger and better than they ever did. So I went and made gag gifts for everyone, and it was so beautiful. And I can't.
Give me an example of one.
The best one last year, the owner ended up with the gift. And it was a framed picture of the owner. And it was just funny because the way that they do the gifts, it's a white elephant gift, so you have no idea who's going to get it.
Yeah.
It was a framed picture of him with his head photoshopped on a shirtless muscle guy that said, "Merry Christmas, chumps, the Lanham family, Christmas 2021." And it was glorious. And when I tell you, I mean, like, you can't make this stuff up. Like, so I made one this year for everyone else. So they happen to have some older people that work there now. They have some techs, and there's a lady that does the books. Mm-hmm. And so I'm not actually an employee there anymore. So I figured I'll just, do something for funsies. Yeah. So I made them a Merry Christmas card, and I did the exact same thing to all of them. Took their heads off and put them on bodybuilders, and I said, "Merry Swolmus."
Merry Swolmus.
It was not flattering by any means, but they loved it. It was beautiful and great.
I love that. Oh my God, I totally forgot about what we did last year. So we sort of did the same thing, but this is something you would not want to receive as a present.
Okay.
That's pretty neutral, right? This is bad.
Okay.
So I don't think I've said on camera that. I think I have. So all my friends, we worked at this pizza place. It's called Pie 5, and we all worked there. We kind of ran the system because we all worked together. That's a different story. And one year we were like, oh, we got to do. One of my friends, his name is Jace, and we were like, oh, we got to do something for him. We it's got to be good because he's pretty indifferent about a lot of things. He's a good friend. But this year we were like, what could we do that would just be so awful, but like sort of he might still do it. So what we did is, part one was that we got a little figure. It was a Dr. Octopus, like tiny, like $2 McDonald's toy.
Okay.
And we put it in a jar this big. It was freaking huge. And what we did is, because we worked at this pizza place, we took the jar and we filled it with like 10 gallons of marinara.
That's terrible.
That's not even the worst part. So what we did is we wrapped it in like paper towels, and we like drew on it and all this stuff. And I totally forgot. We put like a meatball. We taped a meatball under it. We taped a meatball under it, just to put this in perspective. Just imagine getting a jar this big. It's wrapped in paper towels, just with really crude drawings, and like it was like it had pictures like we printed out of like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Oh my gosh!
And like with meatballs, just like meatball tumors that were emerging from this thing off the sides.
Oh gosh!
And not only that, We did that December 7th. We left it outside for 3 weeks.
That is terrifying.
We left it
Was he still your friend after this?
Oh yeah, he was like.
Oh my!
So we have a video of him reaching into the marinara and pulling out the Dr. Octopus, just like stained red, just because of how long it had been in the marinara. It is absolutely gnarly.
Oh my!
It's probably one of the best things we ever did. I don't think we could top that.
Oh my goodness, my mom. So we do gag gifts at like my family Christmas, and so I like one of the gag gifts I got my I think my brother or my sister ended up with I can't remember. It was a book on how to talk to your cats about gun control. so it was like random things like that, or like the one gift that I got was a bag of unicorn farts and or poops or something, and it's like cotton candy, but it's unicorn poops.
Yeah.
So stuff like that. But then there's like really obscure gifts that like my mom has that none of us want, and she specifically, this was last Christmas, I get a little last Christmas I got a little container, and she said, I've held on to this for years, Tommy. My family calls me Tommy. I hate it. She said, I've held on to this for years. I thought it was time that I gave it back to you. I open it. It's a container of my freaking baby teeth.
Bruh.
She gives that to me for a Christmas present. She's like, I don't need it anymore. You're 30. And I'm like, I don't need this.
You just hold on to that kind of thing?
She had a little it was a little keepsake thing for like your kids. So like
weird.
some that was a weird thing, but yeah, no, I threw that away. Yeah. But like my brother and sister, because they got it too, but I showed up to Christmas like a day later, so they already knew what it was because they had gotten theirs. So they like watched me like slowly open it, and I look at it and I said, what the heck? And they just lost it, and I was like, I'm throwing this away. And she goes, oh, okay. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I wish I could say there was anything better that we did than the marinara jar.
Gosh.
But there really, and we tried to think of like what we could do this year. And let's just say that the ideas that my friend came up with cannot be said.
Oh my gosh.
So we tried. But
well, I did want to show you. So my wife got me a really good gift this year.
Really?
Yes. Have you seen my Facebook by any chance?
No. Really?
Okay, good.
Really?
That means
you're
good.
really gonna ask me that?
Because I posted it, and I didn't want him to know about it.
Oh, if you post anything on the internet, there's like a 95% chance Nick won't see it.
Okay, good. So we opened up present or a single present early.
Yeah.
And my wife got me a glorious, glorious, glorious gift.
Okay.
And I'm going to show it to you now.
Okay. Oh no.
All right. So before I flip this over,
you should show it to the camera first.
This is what it is. It is a glorious, glorious
Whatever
picture.
this is.
Nick can't see it yet. The camera, if you're looking, if you see what it is, you know it's glorious. So I'm going to show this to Nick.
Is that Obi-Wan?
That is Obi-Wan. So at first glance, this looks like a religious painting, but it is indeed Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi holding the sacred Jedi holocron. Like,
that's great.
It is beautiful, and it's by far one of my most favorite gifts I've ever gotten.
Oh man, that's great.
I just literally, and I said, what am I going to do with this? Because it's a giant like a giant picture.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's like a focal point now. Like wherever you put this up, like people are going to see it and look at it.
Oh, you should make a shrine.
I think I'm going to put it in the bathroom. Put it right in front of the toilet.
Oh, do it.
That way everyone has to look at it if they go to use the bathroom. So like, that's the kind of guy I am. Just being the memester. So
there was one gift I wanted to get one of my friends. Sort of a gag, but one of my friends really likes Austin Powers.
Okay.
And we went to the store in Overland Park at it's like a nerd store or whatever. I say that, but it's probably one of my favorite stores there. It.
Sorry, I got to put Obi-Wan there.
You're good. And they had a cardboard cutout of Austin Powers, but when you walked past it, it said like catchphrases.
That is awesome.
And I wanted to get it so bad, but I tried asking them, and they're like, "Oh, that's not for sale." I was like, "Oh, you gotta be kidding me!" Because I would have paid any price for that.
That's
I
amazing.
really would have.
Like, well, and so a lot of times when they have those displays, what they do is, and the only reason I know this is because I've had friends that work at like GameStop and other places like that. So you get the big like cardboard cutouts and stuff like that. The only way that you can get those displays is by working there.
Yeah.
Because those employees take them home. So like, oh, it's not for sale.
Because they want it.
That's because they want it. So my buddy, well, he's a college buddy, a fraternity brother. He worked for GameStop, and this is when the Lich King came out. WoW, World of Warcraft, the Lich King.
Okay.
So he worked.
I do know about that.
Yeah, he worked at GameStop in that time frame. So I remember we would go over to his dorm room, and we would play like poker or play Magic the Gathering or something like that. And there was just one night we walked in. The Lich King with a giant sword greeted you.
Oh, that's freaking
so like
sweet.
we would open up the room and it was just like boom, and I was like, what the heck? And he's
that's
like,
awesome.
It's like, yeah, bro, I snagged that bad boy.
I saw them on Instagram and stuff of like the stands for the recent Kirby game that came out, and it's like a shelf. But it's just like the outer edge is just Kirby, and the whole thing of the new game was like this whole mouthful mode, and that's what it looked like. Is just like if Kirby was a shelf, and I was like, man, I really want that.
That's pretty cool, actually. It sounds dope.
It's really cool, and I wanted it. But I was like, oh man, I probably couldn't get it. So there's stuff like that, but my one thing I did get, which is I wish I could have gotten something better. So when I worked at Subway, have I told you I worked at Subway?
Maybe.
When I was 17, I worked at Subway. That was the worst ish ever. Okay. If you never work at Subway, I don't know the age range of people that listen to this, but if you're looking for a job, don't go to Subway. It really sucks. And I've got some stories for that, so that'll be a different episode. There's some funny ones.
Okay.
One of the things is that they were getting rid of like a poster that you'd see like hanging up on like over that like displayed some of the menu items, and it was just like a poster like $5.99 for combo. So so downstairs I just have like this big like poster, probably covers like all this area of just $5.99 Subway combo. So I decided to take that, and yeah, Subway sucks. It really does. I don't regret working there because my first girlfriend, she was hot. That's how I.
Gosh, that is the sole reason why Nick worked there.
If God intended me to work there for a reason, that was it. I have pictures of she was probably the best looking girl I've ever met. I still can't believe how I managed to pull that one off.
Because Nick looks like a toe, basically.
Sometimes. So. Well, I've got some good angles, so I must have just like only stood on the left side of her for the entirety that I talked to her.
This is my good side. Don't step beyond this point though. So.
Oh man. Anyway, should we do?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Yeah, I think it's time.
Let's. So this is our Christmas episode. So we and Nick looks like there's 2 presents there.
Yeah, I wanted to get you 3, but
I got you 1.
I really looked hard for this one. I couldn't find the pile driver.
Pile driver.
You know what I'm talking about.
I don't.
This was a throwback to episode maybe 5 or something. I don't know. But there's these remote control cars that
That's right.
And I looked for like 2 solid weeks.
That's all right.
I
It's the
could
thought
not
that counts.
find it. I really wanted to surprise you. I'm so sad I cannot find it, but I wanted to get you a couple of gifts. Maybe we'll see.
That's very sweet of you.
Yeah.
I got you a singular gift.
Do you want me to open yours first?
It doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
There you go, Nick.
If I
Merry
had to take,
Christmas.
should I guess what it is?
You can. I don't care.
It looks like a Gundam box.
I don't know.
It really does. It's light. I'll save that for later. It does. I knew it. Oh, yeah.
So I got Nick a Gundam.
I know my Gundam.
He does.
You could not. You can't fool me.
So,
this actually looks really cool.
I actually was going to get you one of the nicer ones, but I couldn't find them.
Well, where'd you go? Because I think this is a Target one.
It's Hobby Lobby.
I haven't seen this one at Hobby Lobby. They've got new ones.
This was within the last week or so.
So
with 1 or 2 weeks, yeah.
it's hard to tell. Like if you don't know what to look for, it's hard to tell what the nicer ones are.
Yeah.
So usually how you tell is it says HG. Which means,
see, I didn't
which
know
means high grade, which is the standard models. If you go a step up, you're going to get the real grades that says RG.
that. Okay.
And then it goes up to master grade, and those are a step above.
I want RG or MG is what I should have gotten.
Yeah,
Okay.
but these are still cool.
Okay.
I'm probably going to put this together when I get
Well, and so I was gonna get you the master grade is what I was going to
Really?
do. I was gonna try to like spritz out and go nice.
If you want to get master grade, you really got to get them when they in because those only stay in for like maybe 3 days. Those are harder to get.
See, and there were I honestly I don't think there was anything past high grade because that was the I don't know if the expensive
No,
like dollar amount like changes anything.
No, not
that
really.
That was like the most expensive one there. So
Yeah, okay.
or it was like it was that one and another one were like the
That's
two
cool.
most expensive. So
Well, thank you.
yeah.
I'm gonna put that together when I get the chance, and when I do, I'm gonna bring it. I'm gonna set it right here.
Right there will be a focal point.
Yeah, just like right next to Mr.
Obi-Wan.
Mr. Kenobi. So which one do you want first?
Oh, I don't care.
Okay, you're gonna
Beat
get
me
this.
up, Scotty.
You're gonna get this one.
All right. I have a strong feeling I know what this is.
Yeah, if you didn't.
Oh, what? Oh. Emperor Palpatine. Heck yeah.
The tape might stick to the box, so
It's very stuck to the box. But it's Emperor Palpatine as like a comic book character from Return of the Jedi. So
it was really cool.
that's stinking sweet.
Yeah, I saw that one. I was like, man, I hope that one's not too expensive because some of the ones on the same shelf were like $25.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I really hope this is not a $25 one. So yeah, I got that one. I was like, also, I don't think I've seen that one in your collection.
I don't think that I have that one. So that's the good news.
That makes me feel better. That makes me feel better. So I was
cool.
I was gonna get that one, and they also had an R2D2 and a Chewbacca, but I thought that one looked the coolest.
I like that one. That one's cool.
Yeah.
So I keep buying them, and I keep telling myself I'm not going to buy anymore. And I keep buying them.
And you told me that like before I got it, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna ignore that information.
Well, and like my fridge is starting to accumulate these things now. So I have 10 alone on my fridge that need a home. So, but yeah, it's a sickness. So, all right, should I open this other one?
Yeah, this
All right.
one. Give me a second.
Oh wow, that looks heavy.
No, it's really not.
Just your feeble, strong man.
I think
hands.
you'll like this one.
Shake, shake, shake. All right, okay, here we go. What shall Tom get on duly noted? Don't look, 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 don't look. Oh, bro. Okay, that's sick. That is legitimately sick. Oh, man. All right, for those of you that are just listening, not watching, it is the Death Star trench run. So we've got the X-Wing going through the trench as he's getting ready to shoot the photon torpedo.
Mhm.
Oh man.
And it's like one of the mini ones. So it's like a diorama build basically.
Yeah, that is beautiful. Okay.
Mhm.
And then it's got a little it's got a little phrase on the front that says the force is strong with this one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's adorable.
I did
that
good.
is awesome. That is amazing. I have no idea when I'm going to have time to put that. Well, maybe I'll probably have time on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
So this will, for everyone watching, by the time you listen to this, I'll probably have it made. But oh man, that is amazing.
I'm not gonna lie. I was like, I really wanted it for myself. But I was like, you know what? I think you'd appreciate it more.
That is, oh yeah. So I'm gonna have to find a home for that. So
yeah, I thought you'd like that.
Oh, that's beautiful. Well, man, let's call that, like, that's a good play to end. I think that's a good wholesome note to end. So, tell you guys what I would love to hear from you guys on Christmas. What are some of your favorite Christmas memories? What are some of your favorite gifts? I mean, that's an awesome gift. I think the gift that Jenny got me was awesome. I mean, we all have like tons of memories that we know and love. So I'd love to hear what you guys have for your family and what are some of your memories. So anything else? Any parting words, Nick?
Buy gold.
Buy gold. All right. Well, in that case, Merry Christmas, guys. We will catch you next week for a new year and a new season of Duly Noted. So thank you guys so much for watching. It's been cool to be. I mean, because this will be the end of our first season. So thank you guys so much for watching, for joining us on the journey. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, guys.
See you guys.
See you.